women are still viewed as weaker or less capable.
It's traditionally been a male sport for a long time.
If you're not marketable, if you're not sexy, well then you're generally not pushed as far as what the men are. My name is Rachel Kavanagh. I am a Muay Thai fighter and most recently an amateur boxer as well. So I got into fighting when I was unemployed. I just finished uni and I was sitting at home just looking at some YouTube videos. But I really just liked how powerful and confident and strong the women doing it looked and really wanted to give it a go. One of the biggest issues for women in my sport is that the pool of competition isn't very deep. Sometimes it can be hard to find opponents that are on your level in your weight class. You might have a woman who nominates for a show 3 or 4 times in a row and doesn't get a match.
There have been important women fighters, but it's only really been in the last sort of 5 to 10 years that there's been sort of a depth of female fighters, I guess. Doing a sport where you don't have a lot of role models to look up to or a lot of people that you can aim to be like and things like that, that's going to be difficult. Have I experienced discrimination in the sport based on my gender? Yes, I have, unfortunately. I was fighting for an IKBF Pacific title and I had a promoter come down to the gym to tell me that they weren't going to pay me for the title fight. And the reasoning behind that was that the belt itself was very expensive and bringing an opponent over for me was going to be expensive, and that's why they weren't going to be paying me. But then on that same show, you had men who I was greatly more experienced than, who were also fighting for belts, who were also getting opponents flown in for them and getting paid. As much as it wasn't directly spelled out that it was because I was a female, I wasn't getting paid because I was a female. It was just a given that she wasn't going to get paid on a lot of the shows. They were flying her out. And that was sort of the payment. So there was just this attitude of, you know, just being expected to participate and be happy with that.
I guess it made me feel like, you know, I'm working just as hard as the men for these opportunities. And then I finally get one of these opportunities only to be told that my time and my effort isn't worth as much as the men. So it was very disheartening and you know, it makes you question what you're doing it for if you're not valued as much as the men within the sport. Women in combat sports have come a long way, so I definitely don't face the same issues as women who were competing in the sport, you know, 10 to 20 years ago. The attitudes of gyms, promoters, you know, the public has come a long way compared to what it used to be, but definitely there's still those small gaps where we could improve in pushing women within the sport. I don't think it's that females don't want to fight. I think that the women aren't pushed to the same level as the men to compete or to fight. So I feel that sometimes there's that lack of support for female fighters.
If you don't have someone to want to be like or to look up to, it can be difficult to be motivated enough to be the first or, you know, to do something that people haven't done before.
Because we're coming a long way each and every day, and I think the more women that get involved, we're just going to keep pushing that agenda.